Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a truth that might be uncomfortable, but it's essential for your journey. No one is coming to save you. That's right. The best motivational speech of all time, and it's not some feel-good fluff, it's a hard-hitting dose of reality. This video is structured into 7 key chapters, each designed to peel back the layers of self-reliance and empower you to take charge of your life. Chapter 1, The Illusion of External Rescue, will explore why waiting for others to fix your problems is a losing strategy, often rooted in societal narratives that condition us to seek external validation and solutions. We'll dismantle this flawed mindset, laying the groundwork for a perspective shift towards individual agency. Chapter 2, The Power of Personal Responsibility, will delve into what it truly means to be accountable for your choices, actions, and outcomes. We will discuss the liberating effect of accepting ownership of your life, moving away from victimhood towards empowerment. Chapter 3, Identifying Your Inner Strengths, will guide you in recognizing the untapped potential within yourself. Often, we are unaware of our capabilities, and this chapter will help uncover your resilience, adaptability, and hidden talents. Chapter 4, Goal setting and self-discipline, will provide practical strategies for defining your objectives, creating a roadmap, and cultivating the necessary discipline to achieve your aspirations. We will focus on the science of habit formation and how to develop unwavering focus. Chapter 5, Overcoming Obstacles and Embracing Failure, will delve into the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's an integral part of it. We will explore the mindset of seeing setbacks as learning opportunities rather than defeats. Chapter 6, Building Your Inner Circle, focuses on the significance of surrounding yourself with people who support your ambitions, challenge your limitations, and inspire you to grow. We'll delve into the types of relationships that nurture success versus those that hold you back. Finally, Chapter 7, The Journey of Self-Reliance, will wrap everything together, emphasizing that self-reliance is not a destination, but an ongoing journey of growth, self-discovery, and relentless pursuit of personal excellence. Get ready for an empowering shift in how you view yourself and your potential. Now, let's begin this journey of self-discovery together. Many of us have grown up with the fairy tale of a knight in shining armor or a benevolent benefactor swooping in to solve all our problems. It's a comforting narrative, but ultimately, it's a dangerous myth. Think about it. How often do we subconsciously wait for someone else to offer solutions, expecting that someone somehow will magically make things better? This waiting game keeps us stagnant, trapped in a cycle of dependency. We see this play out in countless situations, from expecting a promotion just because we've been around for a while to waiting for someone to fix our broken relationships. In today's world, it's even more subtle, with the endless scroll of social media feeding this illusion, showcasing highlight reels of others' successes, making us believe that success is bestowed rather than earned. This pervasive narrative undermines our personal power. We become passive observers of our own lives, feeling helpless and victimized by circumstance rather than taking action to shape our destiny. Remember that feeling when you waited for a reply from a potential employer or a date and it never arrived? That sting comes from the expectation, the false belief that external entities dictate our worth and potential. The truth is, relying on others to solve your problems is like waiting for the sun to rise in the west. It's just not going to happen. The first step to breaking free from this trap is to understand how deeply ingrained this expectation is within us. From a very young age, we are conditioned to look for external approval. Consider school systems, for example, where validation comes from grades, praise from teachers, and fitting into a predefined mold. This system rarely encourages independent thought or problem-solving skills that don't fit within its parameters. It nurtures a dependency on external assessments of worth, leading to a lack of self-trust and a tendency to seek external validation for every decision. We often think if only this person or that situation would change, everything would be better, neglecting the fact that the only variable we can truly control is ourselves. This external focus is a massive distraction that keeps us from looking inward, from recognizing our own agency and capability. It's akin to blaming the weather for a bad day rather than acknowledging that our reactions to the weather, our mood, and our choices are within our own power. Furthermore, this narrative is constantly being reinforced by pop culture. From movies where the underdog always gets saved by a miraculous intervention to social media narratives portraying success as an effortless event, often bypassing the struggles and hard work behind them. This constant bombardment of external rescue stories keeps the dream alive, ensuring that many will continue waiting instead of acting. We need to disrupt this cycle and take charge of our narrative. The cornerstone of personal empowerment is taking full responsibility for your life. This isn't about blaming yourself for everything that's gone wrong. It's about acknowledging that you have the power to shape your future. This shift in perspective from victim to architect is crucial. It's about accepting that your choices and actions, or lack thereof, are the primary determinants of your outcomes. For example, if you're unhappy with your career, the solution isn't to wait for your company to offer you a better role. It's about actively seeking new opportunities, upgrading your skills, and networking to make the desired changes happen. Similarly, if your relationships are struggling, instead of blaming your partner, take responsibility for your part in the dynamic and take proactive steps to improve the connection, whether through open communication, setting boundaries, or seeking professional help. The beauty of accepting personal responsibility is the liberation it brings. You are no longer held hostage by circumstances or the decisions of others. It allows you to move from a reactive to a proactive state, empowering you to take control and craft the life you want. Instead of being a passenger on a roller coaster driven by external forces, you get to be the engineer, designing and building the ride that you desire. This sense of agency is the fuel that propels you towards your goals. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to lose sight of this. We're constantly bombarded with curated images of others' successes, forgetting that they also navigated their own struggles and made choices that led them to where they are today. Don't get caught in the comparison trap. Your journey is uniquely yours, and the first step is taking responsibility for it. It's vital to clarify what personal responsibility is not. It's not about self-flagellation or internalizing blame for events beyond your control, like a natural disaster or a global pandemic. It is about taking control of how you respond to those events and what actions you take in the aftermath. In simple terms, we don't control what happens to us, but we absolutely control how we react to what happens to us. For instance, if you lose your job, it's not helpful to dwell on what went wrong, but rather focus on identifying your options. What actions you take next will define your path forward, not your former employer's decision. Another important point to emphasize is that taking responsibility does not imply cutting off support. It's about being proactive in seeking the right help, not depending on it to solve all your problems. It means you actively seek mentorship, therapy, or assistance with specific challenges while still taking charge of the larger picture. It's the difference between passively waiting for a solution and actively seeking the tools you need to build that solution for yourself. So instead of looking for someone to rescue you, start asking yourself, what can I do now, today, to move towards my goals? This mindset shift is like turning on the engine of your own life. It empowers you to move in the direction you want to go. Furthermore, personal responsibility fosters a sense of self-reliance, which is not about isolation, but about realizing you are the ultimate driver of your life. It means that you understand your capabilities, limitations, and are able to take decisive steps to create your desired reality without waiting for someone else's approval or intervention. Before you can start making changes in the external world, you need to know what you have within you. Many of us go through life unaware of our incredible inner resources. Imagine discovering a hidden treasure map within yourself, leading to strength, resilience, and talents that you never knew existed. This process of self-discovery begins by taking the time for introspection. Think back to moments in your life where you have faced challenges or adversity. How did you respond? Did you persevere, adapt, and overcome? These are not just random occurrences, these are insights into the inner strength that you carry. Often, we underplay our ability to cope with difficulties. Consider a time when you successfully navigated a stressful project, a difficult relationship, or a personal setback. Reflecting on these moments is not to dwell on the past, but to recognize your existing capacity for resilience. This self-awareness is not about celebrating past achievements, it's about understanding the potential you hold for the future. Sometimes we're so busy focusing on our shortcomings and what we lack that we miss the powerful capabilities that reside inside us. Your personal history, including your challenges and successes, is your unique resource to learn from, grow from, and build from. Moreover, we all possess certain qualities that might not always be visible to others. Perhaps you have an innate ability to connect with people, or a talent for problem solving, or an extraordinary creative mind. These talents are not random. They are integral parts of your unique identity. The goal is to become aware of these talents, cultivate them, and utilize them to your advantage. Identifying your inner strengths isn't about boasting, but about building a foundation for self-confidence and empowerment. It's about shifting your inner dialogue from self-criticism to self-appreciation. A powerful exercise to unearth these strengths is to list out your positive attributes, both those you naturally possess and those you've developed over time. Include things like your capacity for empathy, your discipline, your problem-solving skills, your creativity, and your adaptability. Then, ask trusted friends or family members what qualities they admire in you. Sometimes others can see our strengths that we ourselves overlook. This external validation is not to seek approval, but to gain a more holistic perspective. Remember that these strengths are not simply abstract ideas, they are practical tools you can use to achieve your goals and overcome challenges. Consider, for example, the current technological landscape. Many people have built incredible success stories around their abilities to adapt to new technologies and find creative solutions. Individuals like Elon Musk at Tesla and Satya Nadella at Microsoft have built empires on the basis of their ability to innovate. These examples are not to create a comparison, but to highlight that everyone possesses unique strengths that, when recognized and harnessed, can lead to personal and professional achievements. So the next time you feel discouraged, instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your attention to your inner reservoir of strengths. Use this as a reminder that you are capable, resilient, and equipped with all the tools you need to succeed. It's about changing your inner narrative, believing in yourself, and unlocking the potential that has always been there. Now that you've recognized your inner capabilities, it's time to start aligning your actions with your goals. Goal setting is not about creating a wish list of vague dreams. It's about crafting a roadmap that moves you from where you are to where you want to be. Begin by clarifying what you truly want in various aspects of your life, such as your career, relationships, health, and personal growth. Start with defining specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals. So instead of stating, "I want to be successful," articulate something like, "I will complete an online course in a new programming language and apply for 3 new jobs related to that skill in the next 3 months." This level of specificity sets a clear path and allows for measurable progress. Next, break down these large objectives into smaller, manageable steps. If your goal is to write a book, instead of trying to write the entire thing in one go, commit to writing 1 chapter per week. This strategy makes seemingly overwhelming tasks feel more approachable, which in turn prevents feelings of discouragement. This is particularly relevant in today's world of instant gratification, where it is easy to become disheartened by the amount of time it takes to reach a goal. This methodical approach is a game changer when it comes to maintaining your drive and avoiding burnout. Furthermore, keep track of your progress. Seeing how far you've come is a great motivator and a reminder that even small steps compound into significant achievements. Think of a marathon, where the distance seems daunting at first, but as you progress step by step, you eventually reach the finish line. Your life goals are your marathon. Having a clear vision is only the first part of the equation. The other equally crucial component is self-discipline. The ability to consistently do what you should do, even when you don't feel like doing it. Self-discipline is not an innate talent. It's a skill that you can cultivate through consistent practice. It's about breaking free from the shackles of instant gratification and learning to prioritize long-term gains over short-term desires. A practical approach to developing discipline is to establish consistent routines. For example, set a specific time each day for working on your goals and make a commitment to stick to that schedule no matter what. This ritual establishes a habit and reduces the burden of having to make decisions about when and where to start each time. This routine is your ally in those moments when your inner procrastinator tries to take over. Another useful technique is to use the 2-minute rule. If a task feels too large or daunting, tell yourself you'll just do it for 2 minutes. Once you start, you will often find it easier to continue than you initially thought. This helps overcome inertia. In today's hyper-stimulating world, where there are countless distractions just a swipe away, discipline is more valuable than ever. The constant bombardment of notifications, social media updates, and endless streams of content all vie for our attention, pulling us away from what's truly important. Building self-discipline is the necessary shield against these distractions. Ultimately, self-discipline is about making a conscious choice to align your actions with your intentions. It's a continuous battle against the allure of comfort and convenience, choosing to focus on the greater rewards of long-term achievement. Despite your best efforts, you will inevitably face obstacles and setbacks on your journey. Instead of seeing these moments as signs of failure, view them as opportunities for growth. The perspective that failure is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block, is a mindset shift that differentiates those who achieve their goals from those who give up. Often, our biggest fears are not about the actual failures themselves, but the stories we tell ourselves about the impact they will have on our self-worth. We imagine that failing means we're not good enough, that we will be judged, or that we will never be successful. It's this inner monologue that paralyzes us and keeps us from pushing forward. However, remember, every successful individual has experienced failure countless times. The key is not to avoid failure, but to learn from it. Think of how many times Thomas Edison failed before creating the light bulb, or how many times Steve Jobs was fired from his own company before building the juggernaut that is Apple. These people did not achieve success despite failing. They achieved success because they learned to use their failures as invaluable lessons. Embracing failure involves a willingness to experiment, to step outside your comfort zone, and to accept that sometimes you will get it wrong. It's a mindset that fosters innovation and resilience, and one that allows you to see problems as challenges to overcome rather than insurmountable barriers. Furthermore, in the modern business and technological landscape, innovation is frequently born from experiments that fail initially. Companies such as Google, 3M, and SpaceX have a culture of experimentation and learning that is crucial to innovation. Failure should be viewed as data. Every wrong attempt brings you one step closer to finding what works. The capacity to learn from mistakes and turn them into fuel for future growth is the foundation of resilience. Resilient individuals don't deny their setbacks. They acknowledge them, analyze them, and then use the knowledge gained to adjust their approach. If an approach didn't work, they don't allow that to crush their spirit, but instead, reassess their strategy. This cycle of trying, failing, learning, and adapting is the engine of progress. Consider a software developer debugging a program. Each error is not viewed as a fatal flaw, but as an opportunity to improve the code. Similarly, in life, the bugs we encounter are the very moments when we can grow the most. Another useful perspective is to remember that failure is not final. It's not the end of your journey, but an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow before continuing on your path. In many ways, these failures help us better define our goals, our paths, and who we want to be. They sharpen our skills and make us more resilient. In a world where change is constant, the ability to adapt to failures and transform them into lessons is an invaluable asset. Embrace the process of failing forward. Don't let setbacks define you. Let them refine you. The most successful people are not those who never fail, but those who have the ability to bounce back, learn, and grow from their experiences. As author and business leader Carol Dweck suggests, growth mindset is what turns every failure into learning. Failure is just feedback. So instead of viewing obstacles as reasons to give up, see them as a chance to grow stronger and wiser. While self-reliance is about taking ownership of your journey, it does not mean navigating it alone. Your inner circle, the people you surround yourself with, significantly impacts your ability to achieve your goals. It's about consciously choosing people who support your aspirations, challenge your limitations, and lift you up when you're down. Building the right circle is as important as cultivating your inner strengths. Think of your inner circle as the environment where you grow. If that environment is toxic, filled with negativity and doubt, it becomes far more difficult to realize your full potential. Therefore, it's vital to carefully select your company. Start by identifying those in your current circle who consistently drain your energy, discourage your ambition, or undermine your confidence. These are the people who are more likely to hold you back than push you forward. This is not about being unkind, but about being smart with whom you invest your time and emotional energy. Consider the concept of a social garden, as it were, where negativity and doubt are like weeds that will choke the flowers of your progress. Therefore, you need to be aware and thoughtful of the impact these individuals have on your growth. The people who inspire and encourage your ambition, on the other hand, are the sunshine and rain that nurture your progress. The right circle of friends and mentors can provide invaluable advice, honest feedback, and crucial support when the road gets tough. The relationships that genuinely fuel success are those that foster growth, not complacency. It's crucial to cultivate connections with people who not only celebrate your wins, but also hold you accountable for your actions and challenge your limiting beliefs. Think about the effect of mentorships and accountability partners on your journey. Mentors, with their experience and wisdom, can guide you through the complexities of your chosen field, while accountability partners can help you stick to your commitments and keep you on track. Moreover, a supportive community provides a sense of belonging that is crucial to maintaining momentum. In an increasingly digital world, it's easier than ever to connect with like-minded individuals who share your ambitions and inspire you to grow. Many online communities and professional networks have been built to create these support systems. This is about building networks, both online and offline, that are healthy and constructive, where everyone is working towards the goal of becoming better. It's about surrounding yourself with individuals that will celebrate your triumphs and push you to go further. On the contrary, an unsupportive environment can cause burnout and discouragement. The effects of negative relationships can undermine your self-belief and hinder your progress. Therefore, be diligent in your relationships. Choose the people that you surround yourself with because their influence is far greater than we often realize. Remember that self-reliance isn't isolation. It's about choosing the right people to join you on your journey and forming meaningful connections that contribute to your growth. Ultimately, the journey of self-reliance is not a destination you reach, but a lifelong practice of learning, adapting, and growing. It is a path of continuous self-discovery where every challenge becomes a chance to uncover a new layer of your potential. As you move forward, there will be new obstacles and unexpected turns. The key is not to avoid these, but to approach them with a mindset of curiosity and resilience. Embracing the journey of self-reliance means accepting that your growth is a process, not a project. The path is not linear. There will be days when you feel unstoppable and others when you feel like taking a step back. The goal is to keep moving forward. The ability to persevere through these ups and downs is fundamental. It's not about being perfect, but about being persistent in your growth and development. Remember that every challenge is an opportunity to learn something about yourself and the world around you. It's a chance to build resilience, enhance your skills, and deepen your understanding of your capabilities. Self-reliance isn't about complete independence. It's about recognizing your capacity for autonomy while also knowing when to seek help or guidance. This continuous balance of self-direction and collaborative engagement is what defines this journey. Moreover, in a world that is constantly changing and evolving, the ability to adapt to new circumstances is vital. This adaptability is not merely about survival, but also about thriving in any environment. The pursuit of self-reliance is deeply intertwined with your sense of self-worth and purpose. By taking responsibility for your life, uncovering your strengths, and cultivating self-discipline, you are also creating a foundation for a more fulfilling and meaningful life. The journey of self-reliance is an ongoing process of refining your inner compass, aligning your actions with your values, and creating a path that resonates with your unique identity. Remember that no one else can truly define your path or determine your value. You, and only you, have the power to define the life you want to live and to create the reality you desire. This is why self-reliance is not just a skill. It is an act of empowerment and self-respect. This is why it's a path to genuine freedom. In a world that often tries to dictate who we should be, taking control of your own life is the ultimate act of rebellion. It's about breaking free from the limitations that others impose upon you and deciding that you are the only one who has the power to shape your destiny. This journey isn't about reaching a final destination, but about embracing the process of constant self-improvement. It's about developing a growth mindset where each new experience becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. You are constantly in progress. This mindset of embracing change and continuously striving to reach your highest potential is what embodies the journey of self-reliance. Embrace the journey, celebrate your progress, and remember that you are your greatest asset. In conclusion, remember that while external support can be beneficial, no one is ultimately coming to save you. Your life is your responsibility, your journey, your creation. You possess the capabilities, the resilience, and the potential to achieve anything you set your mind to. The path of self-reliance is not an easy one, but it is deeply rewarding and immensely fulfilling. The key takeaways are to embrace personal responsibility, uncover your inner strengths, set clear goals, cultivate self-discipline, view obstacles as opportunities, build a supportive inner circle, and embrace the lifelong journey of personal growth. By taking these actions, you will begin to realize the immense potential that has always existed within you. You are not just a passive observer of your life. You are the architect, and now it is time to build your legacy. You have what it takes. You have always had what it takes. Start today. Take that step. Embrace the journey, and remember, no one is coming to save you because you don't need saving. You are your own greatest asset. Go and become the greatest version of you. And with that, I hope this has given you a perspective shift and empowered you to go out there and take charge.